Hello everyone. Don't film with dogs. This is why you don't film with dogs. They're just so tough to film with. Move over. Move over. Come on. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gentle Dog Trainers channel. I'm your host Olivia De Santos and today we are talking about the essential products you need to have when you bring home a dog. I'm joined by my co-host Pip today and we're going to go through the things that you absolutely need to have if you're bringing home a puppy or you're bringing home a rescue dog, either of the two. Now I did mention in a previous video how to prepare your home for a rescue dog or prepare your home for a puppy, so I will leave those links in the description box down below and also in the iCards above me. But today we're going to be talking about the stuff specifically, like the things that you need to spend money on. But before we dive into the topic, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. If you want to raise happy, healthy and well-behaved dogs, we make videos every single week that will help you be the best possible dog owner that you can be. So click the subscribe button and click that little notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Now let's dive into the ultimate list of products you need to take home a dog. Before we get into the full list, I do want to let you know that we have written reviews for most, if not all, of these products on the Gentle Dog Trainers blog. So we review a lot of products every single year and give our recommendations on the very best ones for the year. So please do check the description box down below for links on almost all of these things. So, you know, bowls and beds and leads and things like that, all of them have been covered. So check out the links down below so that you can find the best ones for your dog. So let's talk about food first. The gear that you need for food and also the food itself. We made an entire video on how to buy the right dog food for your dog. So I'll leave that in the iCard above me and in the description box down below. So I won't talk too deeply about the food itself, but you absolutely need a food bowl and a water bowl. Actually, you need several water bowls. Make sure that the food bowls and water bowls are kept separately, but water bowls in particular, you'll probably need more of. That's because you need several water stations around your home so that your dog can always stay hydrated. We have water bowls outside, we have water bowls by their food and also water bowls in the bathroom. So we have lots of different places that our dogs can go to keep drinking. Another thing with feeding gear and dog bowls in particular are stands. So if you have an older dog, or any dogs with any mobility issues, then it might be really good to get stands for the bowls because it makes it a little easier for them to eat. The next category of things that you'll need is walking gear. So these are your leashes, collars and harnesses, and I have done a video on how to fit harnesses and the different types of harnesses, so I'll leave that in the iCard above and in the description box down below. And we've also done a video on collars versus harnesses. Basically, you do need both, I would say, or I would recommend that you have both, and you absolutely need more than one leash. You might want to have a flexi leash, so for places where you can have a little bit more free rein, it's a bit more of an open space. You also want the regular nylon super strong leash as well so that you can go on regular walks around the block. The next category of dog products are potty training. So these are poop bags for when you are out walking, but also any pee pads or even grass pee pads that you might use as you were training your dog or your puppy not to pee or poop inside. This is something that you'll want to have if you're bringing home any dog, even if you are bringing home a rescue dog that is previously toilet trained. It's still best to kind of mitigate and ease them into how your particular home works and make sure that you can keep it sanitary while also training them where the pee and poop points are. The next category is something that I call safe spaces. So these are crates, kennels, playpens, or maybe even dog gates, like baby gates, to make sure that your dog doesn't access any any sort of dangerous places in your home or places that you don't want them to access. Just making sure that your home is dog proof to a degree, and making sure that they have a safe space to call their own. So a lot of dog owners use crates just as a safe spot for their dog to shelter whenever they want to. And this is a really key part of dog owning. We ourselves have a kennel, and one of our dogs in particular who has unfortunately passed away, he loved his kennel. The kennel was like his safe space. That's where he would go when he was upset, or whenever he wanted to just get away from people, or when he was anxious, or just needed some alone time. He would go to his kennel. That was his safe space. So I do encourage you to create a safe space. For your dogs. That could be a crate, that could be a playpen. It could just be like a corner of your home that you've made specifically for your dog, and that has their bed and some toys and just something that makes them feel really soothed and lovely. So safe spaces are definitely worth setting up before you bring home your dog. The next category are toys. So I said in a previous video about how to save money on dog gear, which is in the iCard somewhere above me, that you can save money on toys by not buying too many toys. And I still stand by that. But I will say that you probably need at least 3 different types of toys. You can do 1 of each type, and that's totally fine. So I would say that you need a puzzle toy, so something that is mentally stimulating. This could be like a treat ball or a snuffle mat or something like that kind of gets their brain going. You also need a chew toy, and this helps them to, this helps keep their teeth clean, but it also helps avoid any destructive chewing around the home. And then finally, you need an interactive toy, so a toy that you can play with together. That could be as a family, that could be just you and your dog. So for example, like tug of war ropes, that's an interactive toy. Frisbees, tennis balls, things like that. Things where you have an active participation with that toy and your dog. I think you need at least one of each of those 3 categories, and you could just have 3 toys. That's totally fine. You don't have to go crazy and have loads and loads of toys, because most dogs are not really interested in playing with that many toys. They usually have, a favorite that they will love to death for several years. Honestly, I've seen it happen. So don't go crazy with the toys, but I do think that you need at least those 3. The next category of things that you will want to think about when bringing home a dog is travel. So those could be any pet carriers. It could also be anything to protect your car seats. So it could be a car harness, for example, that will fit into a seatbelt so that riding in the car is a little bit safer. And it also means portable water bottles. So make sure that you have something in the car, or if you're doing long hikes or anything like that, that you have a portable water bottle. We have got an article on the Gentle Dog Trainers channel about portable water bottles. So please do check that out in the comments. So please do check that out in the description box down below. The next category is grooming. So this could be nail clippers, nail brushes, combs, shampoo, nail grinders, for example. We do have a video coming out about how to grind your dog's nails, so click that subscribe button so that you don't miss that one. But grooming gear is really important, and the amount of grooming gear that you'll need really depends on the breed that you have. If you have a short-haired breed like Pip, you might have a bit more leeway with the grooming gear that you need. So just need to brush down every so often, but they definitely need shampooing, but they don't need like daily fine-tooth combs and things like that. Whereas if you have a long-haired breed that needs a lot of grooming, then their grooming gear needs will be different. So please do look at what is advised for your breed, or even check in with your vet as to what they advise when it comes to grooming your dog. Next category of things to think about is bedding. So any sort of blankets and beds are super duper important. You need, I'd say, at least 2 dog beds, because dogs tend to rest in different places around the home. If you have several dogs, then you'll probably want several beds around, just so that they always have a soft place to rest. The type of dog bed that you'll need will depend on your dog's age and their particular needs. So if they are older, then you might look into orthopedic dog beds. If they are younger, then you might want to look into indestructible dog beds so that they don't chew it to pieces, things like that. So the type of dog bed that you will need for your dog and the size in particular will depend on your dog's breed and age. But have a look at the links in the description box down below, as I'm sure you'll be able to find one that will work for you. Final category is first aid and any sort of medical intervention. This includes having a pet first aid kit. So that could include styptic powder, which will stop any sort of bleeding, bandages, antiseptic wipes, rubbing alcohol. I also include in this particular category worming tablets and flea treatments. Those need to be quite regular, and you do definitely want to have those sorted before you bring a dog home. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked this video, then you'll really like this one. I've been Olivia DeSantos with a sleeping dog on my lap for the Gentle Dog Trainers channel. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.